All right, everyone, we are in the home stretch with our career research reports. Last time I showed you how to take a your research and put it into this organizer down here with our 3 points, 1, 2, 3, and our thesis down at the bottom on one page, and then 3 pages that looked like this using our TIQA paragraphs, our TIQA structure with our topic sentence, our intro to quote with a quote, and then 3 analysis sections. So now I'm going to talk to you guys about how to actually take this information and put it into a paper format. So here I have a blank document. You guys will get one of these from me on Schoology, so make sure you don't do this on a blank document. Make sure you do this in the correct spot. We're going to start with a heading. Start with your name. I'm going to put student. And then I want you to put my name, Mr. Sullivan. Okay, and then I want you to put the name of the class, which is 8th grade ELA, and today's date, which today for me is, how do we do this, as 16 March, 2021. Make sure you put whatever date it is currently for you. Now this should look pretty familiar since we did this with our narrative projects. Once we've done this, we come into the center and we give it a title. Okay, I'm doing mine about being a bridge painter, so I'm trying to think of a title that would work for bridge painting. I might say the job that no one wants. Okay, remember that title case means that all of your words are capitalized. The first letter of your word is capitalized. Press enter again, and then press backspace, and you'll go back to the beginning. Give it a little breathing room if you'd like by pressing enter again, and it's time to start writing out our paragraphs. I'm going to start by writing each of my TIQA paragraphs, and I can do this word for word. What I wrote on my paper, I'm going to transfer it over onto my essay. So mine says, first, I would be a good painter because I like heights. Go back there and just spell check. Okay, that's my topic sentence. Done. Now I move on to my intro and quote. In the article, dream jobs by the name of the author, in the article Dream Jobs by Aaron Coates, take out the word by here. In the article Dream Jobs, bridge painter Aaron Coatsland says, comma, and then I give my quotes. All this is happening 20 to 30 stories in the air, ... That's what I have on mine. I don't know if you can see it down there, if you remember me doing this. And then I put my parentheses and put the last name again. And then on the outside of the parentheses, I put a period. And now I'm going to copy what I have in each of my 3 analysis pages. Okay, and that is everything that I wrote exactly as I wrote it on my organizer. Now I would do that same process for all three of these. I'm going to pause right now and fill in a few extra TIQA paragraphs. All right, so I've created 3 more TIQA paragraphs here. If you'd like, you can pause to read the example paragraphs that I put. I'll try to make sure that they're visible here. Notice the only thing that I really want to, I won't read these to you, but I want to point out my topic sentences each start with a different transition. Okay, first, I would be a good painter because. Another reason I would be a good bridge painter is. Finally, I would excel at bridge painting because. Okay, don't be afraid to shake up your sentences. Try to say things in different ways. All right, now it's time for us to write our introduction paragraph and our conclusion paragraph. Now, the introduction paragraph goes at the beginning of the sentence, and is beginning of the paragraph. So I'm going to put a little space at the top and begin writing it up here. Now, to write a introduction paragraph, we're going to follow a model called HIT, or HIT. Okay, HIT stands for, and I'm just writing this to show it to you. It stands for hook, information, thesis. Okay, a hook is a sentence that grabs the reader's attention. Information is 2 to 3 sentences about the topic. Okay, about the career that you've chosen. So in my case, it would be 2 to 3 sentences about bridge painting. And then the thesis is obviously the 3 points you will talk about. Okay, so in order to come up with a introduction paragraph, we're going to start by making a hook, then write 3 sentences, 2 to 3 sentences about being a bridge painter, and then write the thesis that we came up with on this other page. Okay, so writing a hook is pretty easy. You just have to say something that people are going to be interested in. You can start with a question. Have you ever thought about being a bridge painter? That's one way to write a hook. You can start with an interesting fact. Bridge painting is a little known job that pays great. Okay, that would be an interesting fact about your topic, or you can start with a explanation of what the paper's supposed to be about, kind of like your thesis, but a little more generalized without giving your 3 points. So we can say, in my ELA class, I researched a career that I would like to have when I'm older. Okay, or you can just say, when I'm older, I want to be a bridge painter. I think I like that. I think I like that one best. When I'm older, I want to be a bridge painter. There's my hook. Done. Next, we're going to give some information about the topic. Now, here's where you really show me that you have been paying attention to the sources you've been finding and prove that you know what it's like to be a bridge painter. Okay, I'm going to pause and write out a few sentences about my chosen career. So here's what I said in my information about being a bridge painter. I said, bridges need to be painted regularly or else they fall apart. If I become a bridge painter, I would be able to keep people happy and safe as they get to where they're going. That tells what the bridge painter does. It tells why they're important. If you can't think of anything else to say, you can put the history of the job. Bridge painters have been around as long as bridges have. They paint bridges to keep them from falling apart. Okay? Once you've done this, you're nearly done. All you've got to do with your introduction paragraph now is write your thesis. And I have it right here on my TIQA page, or on my organizer. And mine says the 3 reasons being a painter is right for me are that I like heights. And now I'm going to look at what I put in my topic sentences here, because I actually forgot. I like heights, danger, and what did I put down here? It's a good life balance, good work-life balance. I already forgot what I put. And a good work-life balance. Period. The end of this paragraph. I'm going to get rid of this up here because I only wrote that to show you guys what I was saying. And if you write just this part, then you will have your introduction paragraph done, your 3 TIQA paragraphs from your organizer done, and you might notice that we're doing a 5-paragraph essay. So, Mr. Sullivan, what's the 5th paragraph supposed to be? The 5th paragraph is what we call a conclusion. Okay, a conclusion paragraph, what it does is it goes over the information again and just wraps it all up in a nice, neat bow. So the way you write a conclusion paragraph is you restate your thesis, then you restate your topic sentences, and then you give a final thought. Okay, so I'm going to leave that up there as I write mine. So restating my thesis, I can do that by copy-pasting even if I want. But when we say restate, we mean reword. Okay, so if I put this down here, then the question becomes, how do I change this so that it's different? I can say, maybe I want to be a bridge painter because I like heights and danger, and because I want a job with a good work-life balance. Now that's fundamentally different. It reads completely differently than my thesis did originally, and it begins my conclusion paragraph. So restating the thesis, done. Now restate your topic sentences, and the reasons from them. I like heights. I like danger. So if your topic sentences are like mine, you might need to restate something that you said in your analysis sections. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just add a few things here. I like heights because, or I'm gonna take this from up here. I just remembered that I put this in here ever since I was young. So I have liked heights since I was young, and painters work with heights every day. Okay, now on to my next one. I'm going to go ahead and pause as I restate either something from my topic sentence or from my analysis. Okay, so here I've taken an idea from each of my paragraphs and restated them. The last one came from my topic sentence because my topic sentence was actually a little longer than the other ones. This one says I would excel at being a bridge painter because they have a good work balance, and I prefer not to spend all my time at work. So I was able to restate that as I prefer not to spend my whole day at work, and bridge painters don't have to do that. Okay, so what we're doing with these three sentences is just basically summarizing or explaining the 3 points that we had. Okay, why do you actually want to be a bridge painter? Here's my 3 reasons, going into a little more detail. Okay, and the final thing we need to do is called a final thought. This is kind of the opposite of a hook. Your task is to write something that's going to leave a lasting impression on your reader. Okay, that can be something like, I can't wait until I'm older to be a bridge painter. Or, bridge painting is the best job in the world, and I think you should look into it too. Or, if more people in this world were bridge painters, we'd live in a better place. But you know what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to this idea of the job that nobody wants, and I'm going to take my final thought out of that. I'm going to say painting bridges isn't the best job, but it's the right one for me. Okay, and there I have my final thought. Done. I'm going to delete this because I only wrote it here to show you guys what I was thinking. Make sure that your paragraphs are all formatted correctly. You should have your heading up at the top with your name, my name, the class that you're in, the date. Make sure that you do the current date. I'm recording this in advance. A title, and then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 paragraphs. Once you have all that, it's time to look over what you wrote. Go and look for anything with a blue underline to it. Let me see if I can get one to show up. Oop. Let's see. Try to find a sentence that will give me a blue underline here. This one should do it. No? Alright, ignore me. Pretend I didn't say anything about that. Okay, if you find a blue underline, oh, here, look, there's one right here. It tells you what you've done wrong. Aaron Colston write, I said, about how danger. This should say he writes about danger. address any of those before you turn it in. Your grammar should be good. You can come talk to me if you want me to check your grammar before you turn it in. Turn it in, and then you're done.